Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Indirect here with Halo Game Changer, and here we are with our very first interview with PreSchool Slays. What's going on, man?
I'm doing alright,
Not
man.
too bad,
How are
man.
you?
I'm really excited about this interview because you were actually the winner of our first Halo 4 free-for-all, and you came out on top. How does it feel, man?
I felt pretty good. I mean, there was a lot of competition in the tournament. I mean, there was a lot of people I was expecting to see in the finals, but some of them actually, unfortunately, weren't able to make it. Such as like Relevant and Infectious.
Yeah.
Two others, but
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know exactly what you're saying. Like I said, this is our beta month, and it really surprises me of the actual competitiveness of these tournaments. So far, every tournament we've had all the tournaments, sell out basically. Even though it's a free tournament, but I mean it's full capacity,
yeah.
so it's pretty cool, to see how many people are still, love and enjoy Halo, as much as we all do. Before we actually go more in depth into this interview, if anybody in the chat or in the stream that actually have any questions for Preschool, please let me know and I will ask them who is asking them and so on and so forth. So if you guys have any questions, please make sure you guys hit it up in the chat. First and foremost, how old are you, man?
I am right now. I'm 17 years old. I will be 18 in 2 months.
Wow. So you're
pretty
you're
exciting.
younger, man. See, I'm 21, man. So we're about 3.5 years apart. But however, your gaming stands out tremendously. How long have you been gaming in general, as far as Halo and just competitive gaming in general?
Alright, well, when I first got into Halo, I believe I was 11 years old. And I think it was actually my birthday. So my 11th birthday, I was saving up. I was like, alright, I'm going to buy an Xbox 360. Like, I've been dying to play Halo 3. Like, I want to do this, right? So I was like, eventually I went to a Future Shop or Best Buy, and I bought my Xbox. And I was pretty much like a noob when I first started, and also a squeaker because I was 11 years old. That's quite some time ago.
That's pretty crazy.
That's a bit. Yeah, it was really good. It took me, I think, like after a year or so and such, I ran into some people and they're like, "Oh, hey man, have you heard of this thing called MLG?" I'm like, "Whoa, what's that?" And it's like, "MLG, man, it's like a competitive circuit. Like, you should try it out." And I'm like, "Huh, alright, well, I'm gonna try this." And of course, at the time, I sucked, right? So I was like, "Okay, I don't know if I want to do this. I'm getting absolutely destroyed right now." But I never did. I never did stop. I just kept going, and I tried doing my best to get better. It wasn't too long before, I think, when I turned 12, actually, I started actually getting, like, really good. So just in a year, like, I started getting, like, really good at the game, and I was a lot focused, and it was a long time ago, but, like, I had a really good team back then, and, like, just in general, like, my team was, like, first, second, third, fourth for singles. Doubles, we were first and second. Like, we killed the ladders, pretty much, in Halo 3. We weren't really that known, so no one knew. It was like, well, okay, it's like these randoms in, like, top, like, places right now. And, everyone's like, oh, okay, well, these kids are just, they're not good, at that. We were pretty good, because we destroyed a lot of people, like, just in general. It was definitely, like, a long time ago, like I said, but it was really fun. I mean, I enjoyed playing, like, my old team or whatever. I was actually with Gunplex for a while. I think I picked them up, after a while when we dropped somebody. But my main team that I had before, like, team that was, like, I kept for, I believe, it was definitely over a year. Like, we were literally a team for over a year. We had great chemistry. We had, like, amazing skill all around. There was me, AC Big Daddy, Camp, and Furby, I believe. And then I think we dropped Furby, and we picked up Gunplex as our fourth. And even then, we were still dominant. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I actually missed out. We also, actually, I don't think it was Fur. I think Fur was my third choice. My bad. Our actual player was D Proxy. His name was Hunter or whatever. He was like one of like my good friends for like the longest time when it came to like Halo. I mean, this guy played doubles. We played singles against each other. We played matchmaking. Like literally, just our whole Halo career, we just played with each other like nonstop, and we had like amazing friendship and all. It was pretty good. Definitely worth my time. I mean, I definitely spent that game at least 3.5 years playing, so quite some time for that game. It wasn't too long, I believe, before until, what was it, I think, Reach came out first, I think. Pretty sure it was like that or ODST, but anyways, when it came to Reach, unfortunately, like, everybody went their separate ways, and I didn't have a hold on anybody, so I was pretty much on my own for, like, the longest time. So, it was pretty good. Like I started competitive at, I believe, you were 12 or 13. So from 12 or 13 years old, I've been playing since. So from Halo 3, Halo Reach, and as of now, Halo 4. And definitely will see me in the future for Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo 5. I can guarantee you on that.
Very nice. So you've been around the Halo community for a while then. And that's pretty interesting. Like, well, I mean, so Halo 3 was your actual first Halo game competitively that you played? I mean, did you ever play Halo 2, Halo 1, anything like that?
No, I never played Halo 1 or Halo 2 competitive. Because I heard a lot of people are like, oh man, Halo 2 was like the best game alive. I'm like, I didn't even get the chance to play it. And I was a little bit upset, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? I started late, but I'm already I'm already here, like, I'm doing very well, like, I'm just gonna, like, you know, I'm just gonna be like, I'm the only guy that's played, like, Halo 3, and, like, I just started playing competitive, so I had nothing, like, with Halo 2, like, I didn't know what a dual nuclear was and everything like that, like, the only thing I knew when it came to, like dueling or whatever, and, you know, like, just double maulers, you just, like, walk around, like, I see people do that all the time in Halo 3 or whatever, and I was just nuts, like, it hurt.
Yeah, you definitely missed out on some Halo 2 gaming days. Halo 2 to me is where it was at, you know, the most fun, you know, because you had your super jumps and it just the gameplay in general was just phenomenal. So how exactly did you get so, you know, successful in competing? You know, as far as like gaming hours, like how many hours do you game per day, or did you used to back when it was on the circuit and so on and so forth? Like how much experience do you have? How many lands have you been in tournaments? You know, you kind of elaborate on that whole situation.
Well, you gotta call me like a no life on this. When I actually first started playing Halo 3, which was like when I was in elementary school, so about like my second last year before I was going to like my final grade, and after I would have high school and all whatnot. I can probably guarantee you, I at least play 12 hours a day. So you can call me a nerd if all you want. I pretty much came home and like I gamed like until like midnight or 1 o'clock, and then from there I'd be like 7 hours later I have to get up for school. So I'd be there, I'm tired, and also it was a little bit bad for my schooling and all, but it was only elementary, so it wasn't really that bad, and I still managed to pass and all whatnot. So yeah, so definitely a nerd back then when I was younger, way younger. Yeah, like I was pretty much like a cave. Like I was stuck in my cave for probably like all school year, plus my summer. Like never went outside or anything. I just stayed on, gamed, did nothing else.
I mean, so basically,
like
so basically,
sleep, and game.
What you had to do to be, you know, successful as far as competing wise,
exactly,
and everything.
Yes.
And that's the thing I like about gaming in general. Well, I wouldn't say gaming in general, but as far as Halo goes, because Halo is one of those games where you can be up in a a capture the flag game 3 to it goes up to 3, and one team's up 2-0, but you guys can come back within 4 minutes to get 3 back-to-back caps. And that's one thing I like about Halo is because anything can happen. It's sort of like football, you could be up by 35 points, but hey, they can come back, But I mean, and like I said, that's what I love about Halo. So, and like I said at the beginning of this interview, you were our Halo 4 FFA winner, our very first one. Do you remember who all you played in the finals? I believe it was you. I want to say Facial One, Synapse. I can't remember the other people.
Yes, I think I think I know who they were. So it was like, do you want like the placing order, or just like the top like 8 in general?
Great.
Alright, I'm pretty sure I got the top 4, like hands down. Okay, so first place was me. Second place was Floppy, the guy at host. But third place would be Facial One, who is also my teammate as of right now. So really good guy. It was awesome to play with him and all whatnot. And fourth place, I believe. Oh yeah, fourth place was Killer Synapse, and he was my main priority. Like, that was the guy that I was like watching out for. I saw him in the tournament, and I'm like, because I played him before, and I was like, man, this guy is like ridiculously good. Like, he's as good as me, and I gotta like be on top of my game if I want to win this whole thing, because there's a really good chance that if he's playing well and I'm not doing my greatest, he can come on top. So I was a little bit nervous, and I was actually a little surprised that he got fourth place rather than getting like top 3. I mean, I at least would have expected that, but it is what it is, and free throws are
exactly. It's one of those things where you can be on top, but then people stealing your kills or whatever, and you can drop a couple placings down.
Yeah.
And that's what FFAs are about. You never know who's gonna win. Of course, it all depends on your 1v1 skills. Your battle rifle skills and exactly individual skills. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, that's one thing. I mean, is there anybody like in particular that you're actually looking out in the Halo community? Not just Synapse, because I'm actually really good friends with Synapse, and Synapse is actually a good friend of mine. Just on Xbox Live, of course, but I mean, we play all the time. I mean, he's extremely competitive, and he's really good, like you said. But at the same time, he's not one of those big-headed people. He'll actually talk to you. He's all about having a good time, and that's one thing I like about majority of the Halo players. They're just looking to have fun. I actually have a couple more questions. How like so far, how do you like the Halo Game Changer experience? The tournament wise. I mean, is there anything in particular that you really like about it besides the fact that, we are bringing the Halo tournaments? Anything in particular that you really enjoy, maybe playing with the founders or whatever it is? Like, what exactly do you like about the Halo Game Changer?
There is a few things I was a little concerned about, but I'll tell you after. The positives about it, it was really great. Like, I actually do enjoy playing with like the co-founders, because it's more people the better in general, and if they're even good, like, it's even better. And it's always fun to do that, because then like if they ask like, hey, if you have any questions or like anything we could like do to like help us out, let me know, because I know Facial was doing it, Brittany was doing it. I'm pretty sure you were doing it too. You're just going around, so if you guys need anything, just like ask them, and like you guys will do your best to like try and do that. So it was very well. Overall, I'd say, well, besides the misconfusion at the beginning or whatever, when we did it, it was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty like fast paced. Like, the results came in quick. Definitely, if there was one thing I'd recommend, guys, this game is, it's all about connection. And if the host is bad for some people and some isn't, and that's not really gonna it's gonna affect their gameplay. And I think I saw you guys actually do a tweet about it, is like you're going to actually split up the Americans and the European players or something like that, I believe.
Actually, honestly, I have no idea.
I don't know, that might have been...
I get on Twitter for certain occasions, like bracket shows and things like that. I'm not 100% sure on that. I mean, it could be true. It could be true. Like I said, we have 7 founders. We don't know who's tweeting what. So, I mean, you could be right on that. But I mean, so far, I mean, do you like the way that, I guess, I don't really know how to put it, but, how we're actually bringing in all the Halos, not just Halo 4, but, we're mixing it up a little bit, Halo Reach, Halo 3, mixing it up between 2v2s, 4v4s, I mean, what's put on all that?
I think that's actually a great idea, because it's really good to have, like, all the Halos in general, because you're going to get way more people involved, because you're going to be like, oh man, there's going to be these kids that are playing out there, like, oh wait, there's like a website, we can actually do like H3 tournaments and all this, like, let's do this, like, let's enter, like, come on, like, these are even prize money, like, this is awesome. And the same thing that goes for Reach, like, I know you guys got a Reach 2v2 coming up tomorrow, and there's definitely a lot of people that have been watching that have been, like, constantly playing Reach, trying to, like, play their best and all whatnot. But even then, like, other people that, like, I haven't even heard of are, like, entering in it, and for all I know, they could be, like, playing the game for over 3.5 years or something, and, like, absolutely destroy everybody. So, it's really crazy, and I actually do, like, I think it's, like, a great idea that you guys are doing, like all the Halos in general. That's a really good idea in my mind. Especially, like, just doing, like, the main ones, like Halo 3, Reach, and Halo 4. I would say Halo 2, but, like, Halo 2 is a little bit more experienced because you have to, like, get, like, I think it's, like, an XGC server or something like that, plus the game itself. And that's a little bit difficult to do, which I can understand why you didn't do it, which is fair, because I haven't even played the game, to be honest, so I don't even know what anything is.
Yeah, you know, like I said, you know, this is our, you know, our beta month. You know, of course you're going to be running into problems, and you know, and look at game battles. You know, game battles. You know, they started off, you know, pretty, you know, crappy themselves, but guess what? Look where they're at today. You know, they're really big now.
They're
exactly.
at
But
sky high
in
right
March, I think we're gonna be up in the ante. I don't know prize wise what we're gonna be giving away, but I do know we got, you know, a couple sponsorships coming in, which is really cool. You know, that's how big of an impact. Yeah, and actually, I don't know if you heard this on our
that's huge.
Stream yesterday. That in the past 17 days we've had 400 plus people sign up on our website, which is phenomenal. 400 people.
Wow.
And that's coming from, you know, a brand new league. You know, nobody knows anything about us, and it's just like everything's coming together. You know, we're getting more people, we're getting more traffic into the website, and it gives us, you know, that extra, you know, motivation, you know, to keep, you know, hosting these tournaments and things like that, you know, to get better as a whole. And that's one thing I like about this league too, is that you have 7 founders that are dedicated to, you know, fix every little bit of problem, you know, strictly for the Halo community. And I love Halo, and that's one reason why I like the founders, because they're dedicated, man. And I can't stress that enough. Let's see what else we have here. Oh yeah, are you actually competing in the 2v2 tomorrow?
Yes, I actually am. Believe it or not, that wait, do you mean the Reach one or the the Reach one? I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit tough because we actually, me and Gunflex just recently, like, I believe in, like, the past 10-20 minutes ago, we just signed up for a BWS 2v2 tournament, and there's actually a lot of people that have, like, a decent amount of teams have signed up. It's definitely it's only like $10 to enter or whatever, so it was pretty good. The pricing is, like, very high as well, so we have a good chance of doing that. That's at 4 o'clock though, and your guys, I believe, starts at 7. For the last time I talked to Gunflex, he said he didn't play Reach as much, so we're not too sure. So as of right now, I'm going to say no, but we may change our mind. You never know.
And that's totally, and what I should say is, I mean, and that's perfectly fine. You know, like I said, you know, I'm curious. You know, I like to keep up with, you know, our players on the website. You know, I like to see what exactly they're, you know, what they're getting themselves into, to where, you know, future streams, you know, I can talk about. And that's why I got my little notepad right here on the stream. You know, just making little, you know, marks here and there. You know, things I can say in the future. So, I mean, is there anything in particular that you want to, you know, give any shout outs to? I know, you know, you want to give a couple shout outs to. And by the way, I'm actually loving the I Love Haters hat. I actually just noticed that. I just want to throw that out there. Is there any shout outs that you want to give out to?
Yeah, man. I mean, I want to give a shout out to my new team, Team Empower, Gunflex, The Impulsion, and Facial One. They're great teammates, great guys. We've increased a lot. Me and Gunflex and Impulsion have been a team for a while. We were actually running with Patchy for a while, but unfortunately things didn't work out with him. Certain reasons why, but we picked up Facial, and we're really liking it. We've done a couple of scrims. We've done very well. Actually, so far as of right now, I believe we haven't even dropped one game yet. So we're pretty much, like, going through series after series after series. So I'm really liking it right now. Definitely with that team. I mean, they're all great guys, like I said. I definitely give them a follow on Twitter. They always enjoy helping people out and helping our kids get better. Definitely have players. I gotta give a huge shout out to my sponsor, Joe. You are an amazing guy, man. I thank you so much, especially for that money for the capture card. Definitely give that guy a follow, man. His Twitter's BWS_gaming. I believe that's what it is. That guy is just a huge help. I mean, he's helped me out so much. I can't even thank him enough. Like, it's ridiculous. That's pretty much yeah.
Pretty much
what was I gonna say? Yeah, I was just saying that, but hold on. I give a shout out to some of my FFA friends. Hoax Factor, definitely an FFA player. Killer Synapse, Avexious. He's actually a really cool guy. I met him a few times. I got a huge shout out to actually some of my schoolmates. So shout out to XX Pro Monster XX and Savu_HDD. I've been good friends with him for like the longest time. I only met him in high school though, but we've already built a great friendship and all. And he's pretty much went under my wing. Like, I'm pretty much the guy, like the coach, and he's like the recruit. So I'm the guy that's like helping him out, trying to get better, and trying to help him succeed and get him to where he's at. Because he's actually like me. He wants me to try and get like as good as to where I'm at right now, and I'm trying to help him do that. So that's really good. See him out. Maybe shout out to my boy Relevant. That guy is just an unbelievable commentator. I mean, if you guys haven't heard him, you gotta hear him. Like, it is ridiculously as to how good he is. Like, I'm telling you, he could be like the next like big commentator guy you could like see for. Like, just insane. Like, this guy has like the perfect voice. Like, literally like the perfect voice for commentating. Like, it's unreal. Definitely give that guy a follow. What else do I have on my mind right now? Give us a few shoutouts to some of like my favorite pro players, I guess. Shout out to before I do that, I'll give a shout out to VWS Cryptic. Congrats on winning the G4G. Definitely well deserved it. I hope you guys are enjoying your prizes, which was your Deadeye helmet and Photos armor, and also your money, of course. I say give them all a follow at Winter, at CTC Tragic, at Spectre, and at Sargoff. I've definitely ran with Aiden or whatever, and Winter for a while, so I've known them for a while. They're pretty good, and I've seen Tragic a bit, and I hardly ever talked to Sargoff, but from what I heard, they're all great guys, so give them a follow, and I'm sure they would appreciate it. But yeah, so moving on from there, some of like my top favorite pros. I mean, I gotta give a shout out to Walshy. I met him actually at a tournament not too long ago in Niagara, and it was great seeing him. I was able to shake his hand, and I got a picture of him too with my winnings on my free-for-all tournament I won, so it was pretty good. I give a shout out to Ninja. I mean, he's been one of my top guys to watch out for a while, especially in Reach when it came to like 1v1s and all that. He was like a top guy to beat, and I was like, oh, I'm not even gonna lie, I was a bit of a fan, don't get me wrong. I mean, because back then in Reach, I wasn't that great. Definitely, yeah, but he's definitely a good guy. I gotta say, like, my top favorite pro, if it came to anything, it would have to be Snipe Down. I mean, Snipe Down, I've enjoyed, like, since, like, Halo 3. He was, like, my top guy to watch and everything. Anyways, why I say that is because he was an outstanding player, he knew exactly what he was doing, and he had, like, the most ridiculous, like, sniper. Like, one of the most ridiculous snipers in the league back in H3. Like, he was definitely, like, my favorite guy to watch for, like, the longest time. Oh,
yeah,
that was a mouthful.
That's a pretty long list. I mean, yeah, my favorite's always been Walshy back from Halo 2. Of course, you got Sniped Down with his ridiculous snipes. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, I like everything that you pretty much said in this interview, man. It gives us another aspect of what you guys, you guys aren't just, players. You guys are actually, you're all for the Halo community. And the Halo community is actually really nice. Once you sit down with them one-on-one, actually have a talk with them, you actually get to see more of an insight of who they are. And actually, I think I got just a couple more questions, and I think we'll wrap it up. Where exactly are you from?
I am from Canada. So I've been actually called quite a bit. I've been called a warrior so many times. It is unreal. So I don't know if you guys seen it. I actually on my Twitter banner I put a Canadian flag and I put the hashtag warrior, just so like people can like understand that like I get the point that like I'm Canadian, like my connection's good or something. I don't die. That's whatever. It's also Halo though, so you have to expect that. Yeah, but I'm definitely from Canadian. And I'm definitely loving our hockey team right now. About to take almost 2 gold for it, so it's pretty good to see.
And also, too, besides gaming, what other hobbies do you enjoy? Like sports, anything in particular?
I am a huge fan when it comes to working out. I mean, from the last time that I've literally worked out, it was yesterday. I was actually helping out with my teacher because I needed community hours for my graduation, because I'm in grade 12 right now, and I still need quite a few hours to do still. So I was at the gym yesterday. I worked out probably for about 3 hours, believe it or not. So I'm a huge workout guy. Like, if that came to my second hobby besides video games, it'd definitely be working out. I love it. It's great. It keeps me in shape, everything. I mean, like, that's just unreal as to how much I do. Like, you wouldn't even believe. Like, my friends were, like, calling me insane and all whatnot because I'm actually able to do it that long and not get tired and, like, just keep going and, like, yeah, pretty much just, like, keep motivated and everything.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I'm actually, and I'm actually a big workout person, too. Matter of fact, I actually signed my military contract for the Navy March 3rd and 4th, so I'm pretty excited about that. So, I've been working my butt off and everything, running like 4 miles a day, for the past 2 weeks. So, I'm getting ready for that as well. So, I think that's actually going to be it. I think that's going to be it for the interview. Is there any last words that you want to say to the Halo Game Changer community and the Halo community as a whole?
Overall, if there came to one thing that I would recommend for the Game Changer, because I noticed you guys aren't getting a lot for your H4 stuff right now, for the ladders and everything, I would try and like get like a tweet out. I've actually tried a few times to do something, but I'm still unable to like attend or like get somebody to play me. So
I got you. Yeah. And we take in every aspect of every feedback that we get. And we try to come up with a meeting that all the founders come together and we try to figure out, what exactly is the best route to go. I think what our main focus is for the tournaments, but I think once we
Can you get the door, please?
Get the tournaments, bigger and better, the ladders I think will naturally come into play. But yeah, I like everything that you said in this interview. It gives me another aspect of looking at what we can do as a whole to change and fix certain problems. And as a whole, this interview was actually really well put out. And I think that's going to be it, man. I guess that's going to be it. It's your boy Indirect. It's PreSchool Slays. And these are actually our gamer tags. PreSchool Slays is his gamer tag, and my gamer tag is Indirect, INDLRACT. It's kind of noobish, but back in Halo 3 it would show up regular, but Halo 4, they got the capital letters. But yeah, like I said, that's going to be it, you guys. It's your boy Indirect from Halo Game Changer, and thank you, PreSchool Slays, for having this interview with us, and hopefully we will see you in the future back on top.
Thanks for having me.
All right, bro. We will catch you later, man.
Sounds good, man. All right, man.
Yeah.
It was good seeing you.